time is getting better. I sensed it there at 29 minutes. So let me just stop with my Velcro. Remember, it's my channel. You know, I don't have to like, oh, when can I go again? You know. All right. So this is number 4 in a row for my first 7 days streak without breaking it. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna get that fucking 8 o'clock one too. And tomorrow, and so I'm sorry if my show sucked today. I'll get better now that I can have a format. Because the show format, now that it leaves my head, everything is open, you know. And again, thanks for your time, really. And oh, I almost forgot. I have another YouTube channel that I never even mentioned to promote because I'm so much distracted. I was going to shut it down, actually, or just, I haven't put any videos up on it in a few weeks. And I just checked it today for the first time in a couple weeks, fearing to see it like all, you know, like zeroed out or something. And I was surprised. It's holding up well, so I'm going to keep it alive and do 1 or 3 videos a week, or 5 maybe. I just gotta plan it out. But that, my other channel is called Rogue Combatives. Do I have it anywhere written here anywhere? I fucking have it all over the place. And now when I want it, you know, where the fuck is it? Whatever. I'll get it. I'll be more prepared tomorrow. Rogue Combatives, R-O-G-U-E Combatives, and I just started that up in December. And my name is Jason Mowad. I like it very much. It's the one they gave me, so. That's it. Okay, hello. My name is Jason. Thank you for clicking on my video. Thank you, more importantly, for your time. Most valuable thing you have. So I will try to be entertaining. The show. Entertainment. Yeah, so I say entertainment. Because. Okay. We had a couple funny things. One, I'm just trying to erase the irritation. I have little minor irritations, but let's address the time. It is 20:54 hours, 8:54. Failed again today to get my shit together by 8 and doing this at 8. I was close, very close, and I had probably easily the closest ever. And I probably could have, but you know, I just, the end, like, you know, all this is in my head. This imaginary, with the sword of Damocles or whatever over my head by 8 o'clock. That doesn't exist. I put it there, and I take it out with such seriousness. Like, it was funny before. It was like I'm late for a court date, or I'm late for work, and a job boss is like gonna get in trouble, and I'm like moving with that kind of pressure to start by 8. And I caught myself like, whoa, wait a minute, man, relax. You know, I mean, all right, you know, but I was like, sometimes I'm noticing that myself. Sometimes I never used to be able to catch this though. Now I can. Either when I'm doing something really, really stupid, and it's eating up time, I'll see like the wrong behavior in myself, yet I'm still doing it. At the same time, part of me is saying, no, that's not good, don't stop, you know. And largely I found out the reason why I'm late with all this shit, and everywhere, all the time probably, is not because I don't try and put in the effort, oh, I do. I start getting ready hours before, it always keeps tripping me up. And for why, I'll be blaming it on the fucking traffic, of course, or anything, but, or there's times where I would pull up to a private lesson and be, same, even with the privates, I'd be late, I don't want to, but I'm driving around to other, and it was fucked up, sometimes I'm like a half hour late, and I figured out the reason why today, trying to rush to 8, and it was getting more, focusing on it. The more and more I teach video, the more I do it, the more I'm getting pulled in. I like it and need it. It's therapy for me, poor man's therapy. That would have been a good name though. Maybe I'll change it from the Jason Show to Poor Man's Therapy. Okay, so anyway, the other comical thing I had last night, I really thought I was fucking losing it, beyond losing it, like something really supernatural, metaphysical, alien, anything is going on here. Alright, what happened was I finished the video from yesterday and all this, and was pretty much ending it for the night, about to power down, and I wasn't even down here, I was upstairs in my room, and I was just looking at the video, the one I put up last night, and something just didn't seem right, watching it, like with me, like with my body, like something was off, and I was like, what the fuck, and I'm looking at it, and all of a sudden I realized on YouTube, it was up on YouTube already, my tattoos on my arms, on yesterday's video only, somehow came out switched in the video. The tattoos that are on my right arm were all on my left, and the ones that are on my left were all on my right, and I think the tattoo on my head was on the other side too. Right? So I'm going like, holy shit, like, really? This is bizarre. I'm like, fuck. So I'm checking old ones. I can't find it anywhere. I'm like tripping out. I'm like, oh my god, this is like the biggest supernatural find ever, and then my smart voice came in, and it said, why don't you try to see it, if it happens again, like try to kind of like they do with like Ghost Adventures and shit, where they try to debunk it and like that, and I debunked it. It was because I used the magnifying thing a little bit to zoom or something, and then recorded while it was in that. For some reason it switches my tattoos, and I think even the painting in the back there where there's words. And so that was a trip, and then I did it that way, and it came out exactly, with the tattoos reversed. So another new thing I learned, about all this stuff. I'm pretty psyched about this idea where changing giving the video, not my channel, but the vlog, calling it just the Jason Show by numbers. So that's going to save me so much time and so much more energy, and not having to think and choose. Like it really added up, man. It adds up. And thinking of different titles. It's like everything I do, or I'm going to do with it, especially if it's artistic. To me, and all of this kind of shit is art. You're expressing yourself. But I really, intensely and as best I can. So I couldn't think of anything last night, and anything that I liked or pertained or something I had said in the video, because watch it through after, and I just like thought of like, you know, the most, it just came out like the most simple, bland, the Jason show. And it leaves it open for a lot of things. So I started thinking, you know, that's great, so now I have something, I have a show every night, you know, and then I can have something, you know, that mainly, I don't know why I didn't think of this way before, because if I figured out all of the time I took to thinking up names of them for 180 videos, it's mind-boggling. But I've learned I can't go with the error and dwell on the error that I made more than just acknowledging it, learning from it, and moving on. I can dwell with, I learned a new thing now that will not ever happen again, and now it's saved time as long as I don't change it, and I don't think I will. So these little kind of discoveries, you know, making, you know, here and there, and this new solo, isolated existence I'm now dwelling in. But when I say that, I'm saying this is just, I've never been in a chapter of my life where I'm at an age where all my friends are gone, you know, and single, you know, and I'm ready to go, and it's just weird knowing like all the people you ever came up with and every friend are just, you know, right, you know, but I'm not complaining, it's actually better, you know, it sucks, but it's better. You know, because I don't have any voices in my head, any external voices that are, you know, at best they don't know what the fuck they're saying, you know. They don't know if they're fucking you up or not, or they're saying something. So I'm a little, oh yeah, okay. So also, I'm trying to keep them to, no one near the phone. Tomorrow night, QXTs. Will invited me again, and I'm going to make it tomorrow. So my goal, what I was going to do here tonight, this was going to practice a little bit of some stuff tomorrow. But you know what? I'm it's like an amoeba changing all the time. I might go up tomorrow to QXTs, and instead of doing any readings, maybe I'll bring a couple pieces, and then maybe I'll just talk. I'll talk like this to the live people, live crowd. That's good pressure, you know. That's up there. I've done it before. I haven't done it since, well, the last open mic I did was, I think, like December last year, but I can use that also to feed, you know, tape what I do up there on. Someone tape it, always, again, I'm not going there with anybody, everybody's afraid of me and runs away, you know, as far as like, I go up to a stranger, hey, you know, can you, but not really, not so much at that club, because they know me there, but have somebody tape a little set, usually everyone gets like 10-15 minutes, and then I can put those videos right up here on this, so. Being a good busy boy, you know, filling up all this time, you know, too, with stuff, productive stuff. You know, I always like to think of my enemies, or my, even worse, the silent ones that you know you have, but they don't really own up to it, and they're just like them fucking, you know, make you sick, their cowardice. But I found this has always been a good technology piece for me, as far as upping motivation and determination and everything. Asian is, I like to think about, my enemies, you know, whatever, they would not want me to succeed in this thing, whatever it is, whatever the task is, untying a knot in a ball of yarn that's that big, you know, or something really, you know, opening up your own new business, running it, or trying something new, or whatever. You know they want you to fail. And probably a good portion of the people who don't overtly wish for your downfall, you know, probably do somewhere in your, you know, here and there. You know, I got a little age to me, so 48, I can have a little life experience, definitely look back and see how the friend dynamic plays out after high school for 30 years. And how people end up and how everything, everyone says I'm still exact fucking same, you know, and I literally feel the exact same, but better. But I'm talking like my spirit, like nothing has changed. I'm still wear the same waist size pants as I did as a senior. You know, so everyone always say, oh, it's extra stuff you're doing physical, and don't cry, it's stupid. If I can tell you how many people, when I signed up and started going, in 91, that summer, and I was into it, the first class I took, I knew that's what I wanted to do with my life. It was one of those things, it's so clear. And I remember in the beginning, I was so stupid and naive. I would go with all my, you know, friends, family, anyone, and like, hey guys, guess what? I found something, you know, karate, I want to, you know, do that, I want to get a black belt, and, well, it's not karate, it's ninjutsu, but I just say karate, it's easier. And I'm like, what, ninja turtles? Shut the fuck up, you know, no. All right, I can't think of one friend was, actually went and trained for a little while once, but that was it. All my other friends, you know, like, no, that's fucked up, that's stupid, man, you're wasting your time, you're wasting money, but I would come right up front, and you come right up to all these older people and stuff, and be naive, and tell them of my life plan, and hey, you know, and they were like, they shoot it to shit, and fucking, and then I go from inside, you know, and I'm confused. I don't know if they're right, it's wrong, what to do. Now I got a fucking crisis in here, and now I'm fighting with myself a little bit on a decision I was so set on, but because I had to ask fucking Billy Joe Mack and Charlie Sue over here, fucking their opinion, now I'm all confused and doubting myself, you know, and that was in my 20s, I remember, I'll never forget that, and those people, and then I always guarded after that night when I would say things, and I'd slip here and there, and I'd get people to say, annoy me, but all, you know, oh, what belt are you now? Oh, you're a white belt? You're gonna get a black belt in open school? Yeah, okay. You know, and that was, I met with everywhere, all friends, you know, 20-year-old friends, and definitely family, you know. But I instinctively knew it was what for me to do, and like I was saying way before, a best technology thing to do to get some instant fucking energy or some extra energy into going over to the top with, you know, something down is just thinking of them, your enemies, your whoever, like I said before, they don't want you to do it. They want you to fuck up. You know, they want you to fail. You know, they want you to fucking do all that shit. And then I'm putting it into them. And now I've hybrided now. It just works like natural in reverse technology for stuff with me. So it's not even, you know, like I know. That's good. I've looked, you know, I'm nervous now. I tried a new frame size for this, and I can't see any of the time markers or anything like what is in the other, and I just hope this doesn't come out fucking retarded, and after the 20 minutes, whatever, stop, and then it's like reversed, and I can't get the screen, you know, it's just stupid. And the other thing that oh no. Okay, I'm just going to read a couple of things for practice for tomorrow night, okay? You don't mind? I'll keep them quick. They're nice and lovely and happy, and it's about puppies and yarn and rainbows and holding hands and fishing for goldfish, running in apple parks or something, I don't know. Right? Okay. So, yeah, it's gonna be cool tomorrow. Let's go. And I can get really, well no, because it's being, I'm gonna have them videotape it. And okay. Wasting time. Do you think wasting time is losing time? Well, perhaps losing time is really gaining on your death. Wasting time is losing time. Losing time is gaining on your death. Pleasant, huh? Someone you thought you knew might turn out to be someone you can no longer stand to be around in the time it takes to blink an eye. Sprains in my face, cracks in my mind caused by minor earthquake thoughts. I wonder if the waiter knows I punched him in the face 3 times already. This is from, I think, maybe that 2008 journal I have, the year I got divorced. That's a fucked up journal. This is a little writing piece. Thought things will be better one day. I really did. Fuck that. Fuck that backwards poison thought thinking of hoping and wishing and wanting. Things aren't going to be better or like the way they were. They are over. I'm tired of being thrown away. I don't want to be any more thrown down. I'm tired of having my heart crushed. So sick of life. I wonder if I will ever be loved by a woman the way I love. Today, life is horrible. Oh, yeah, good. I didn't forget. I would have been mad if I, after it was done, didn't say it. So a little bit of things came through for me that I didn't say. These handful here that I'm reading off are the ones that are in the video. After these are the same ones that I put in the video after the ends. Somebody's like 27 years old, you know. Do you ever get the feeling that in your guts that it's going to be over, like sooner, really, rather than later? You better make the right decisions. You better square yourself up and know yourself well. When real life gets real, ... You know, here's my 27-year-old page piece. All right. 2 more. Things got bad, and then they got worse. It made me low, real low. I didn't even have $1. I need to get up and out. I can't afford either. I want to do unto the world as the world has done it to me. Black and white has now turned to life or death. And last one. No, two more. This one is from when I was 25. I am not clouded with television shows and stupid talk. The less I talk with the humans, the more I become myself. They all seem to need someone else with them at all times. So fucking weak. Tisk, tisk. I love to show them how wrong they were. I live to show them how wrong they were about me. I have always been one who endures. Through the darkest night, I rise. It's funny when I go there too, if I do read, which like I said, I'm gonna probably be talking mostly, but I'm the only one who like reads like regular writing stuff. Everyone, you know, it's this digital age, nobody writes down or whatever, but I have a analog relationship with a little bit, you know. Alright, last one. I will not lower myself to common lust anymore. Say that again because I really can't speak well at all. I'm trying to speak clearer when I hear these or watch them over. There. I will not lower myself to common lust anymore. I have to stay away from women. The longer I go without sex, the better. Every time I get involved with a woman, I get weak. This is just the facts, pure and simple. Looking back at some of the relationships I've been in, and with those women that have wasted my time, it really makes me sick. Nothing I can do about it now, except not make the same mistake again. You see, I've learned you must walk away from ruin, or you will become ruin. It really is that simple. I made the jump from lonely to only. It is good. Besides, loneliness is just a feeling, like being hungry or tired. It will pass. One more. Quick one, 3 lines. Iron line. Only when the body is strong can the mind think strong thoughts. It really is that simple. Okay. Yes. Thank you for watching the video. As always, I gotta get used to just feeling like I'm forgetting something that I usually do. You know, I usually do with this, because like being on the camera in front of it and all that, that's one thing, but you know, I get too obsessed with the fucking tripod, and I swear I almost broke it just by turning it too much. You know, speaking of my hyperness,